game, and we did a really good job covering for each other, putting together multiple efforts, really flying around. And he told me that those stops were key to getting good looks in the paint. First half, guys, okay, 12 in paint points.
All right, thank you, Paris. And Indiana loves to get inside one of the top paint teams in the NBA, much like Memphis. But the defense, Michael, really impressive. After that flurry of threes in the first quarter by Indiana, the Thunder defense really locked in.
Well, and you like that too, because you flipped the script on them in the fast break category, along with Paris Lawson was talking about with those fast, those points in the paint. The Thunder have a 12-3 fast break advantage on the Pacers so far through 24 minutes.
Open the window on that Casey Wallace three. High pass, high catch. Turner gets fouled by SGA.
Carlisle is a terrific coach. He's been one of those coaches that's Mavericks, won a title with the Celtics, so he's one of 11 players in the NBA that's won a title as a coach and a player.
Kenrich.
Nice opportunity too. Boy, he was wide open.
Kenrich Williams starting the third quarter in place of Isaiah Hartenstein, and there he is, flying into that turnover, stepping into the passing lane. Now he's going to take it himself down the lane.
He got the steal, kept the ball in the middle of the floor, things like that, young.
He said, just at his essence, he's a great competitor. He's the kind of guy, when the game doesn't feel like it's going your way or the energy seems a little off, you can always count on him to go in there and raise the level with his intensity, his competitiveness, and how scrappy he is on both ends of the floor.
He knows his game, and he's got a rebound off the miss by Nembhard. Wallace surveys, and SGA got just below the nail, pulls up, but he's been a little flat on some of his shots tonight, just 4 out of 14. But you mentioned, Michael, the Thunder still have the lead.
Yeah, they've done a good job of really, just playing through all the traffic that he commands. I mean, he just, he has to work so hard to get around 1, 2, and sometimes 3 defenders. Kenrich is just showing you his ball handling skills. The ball got tipped by Neesmith.
There's a good drive, better block by Neesmith. Siakam, he point blank, and he missed it.
Yeah, he pulled the chair on him. Blue Dort just got out of the way.
And Dort on the other end, a wide open lane. And he scored. Nembhard, no. Siakam, yes.
That's what the Pacers are trying.
Siakam after the quick start. Just 9 points, only one player in double digits for the Pacers. It's Halliburton with 11. SGA gives it right back. Now Dort got a little flyby, sidestep three. Dort's got another one.
He had a second defender that chased after him after the flyby by Halliburton. Just had ice water in his veins.
Oh, nice strip. Siakam was trying to work his way inside. SGA spots up. Too strong on the three. That's Nembhard. Shut off. We got it right back. Beers inside, able to shed Kenrich momentarily. And Turner squares up. A lot of shots missed inside by the Pacers. Back outside, Nembhard. Had some space, and he has missed some wide open looks.
How about that box out by Casey Wallace on Miles Turner to keep him off the glass? Just kind of face guarded him.
Shea turns the corner, drives inside. Plus,
that puts him second in 6'3" and under guards in the association.
All about forcing the defense, Michael, to make that decision. And you got 2 players who can beat you in a lot of different ways, but like we said in the first half, that's a great read by Casey Wallace on the dive. Little mismatch, and the Pacers take advantage.
He's a terrific three-point shooter. And the Pacers are trying to get some points up on the board. That was a design play as they were coming out of that timeout.
Wallace got tied up as he continues to get more opportunities with the ball in his hands to be a playmaker. Nice inside-outside pass, and Nembhard finally gets one to go. There to that make.
Turner had a dunk pretty much, but knows that the Pacers could knock that corner three down. Gave it up.
SGA gave up his dribble as J-Dub. Outside Kenrich trying to make something happen. cuts back inside, little hesitation. Got up on Turner. Missed the layup. Halliburton has been quiet on the offensive end since those early threes. So has Siakam. Gives it up again. And
just making sure they can get some kind of points on the board. And avoiding it.
Thunder.com/buy tickets. 1 out of 2 at the line. Pacers trying to get that Thunder defense moving. Wallace, little fake, the kick. Dort already with a couple of threes, looking for more. And Dort's got one more.
Step 3 down, man. It is looking good tonight.
The 4th 3 for Dort. The Thunder having to play without Isaiah Nick.
The guys, news from the Thunder locker room that Isaiah Hartenstein has left hip.
The update, J-Dub got down.
As
J-Dub earning his first All-Star bid this year, deservedly so. At the type of season that he has had, it's easy to look at the numbers, but the defense has been absolutely stellar over the course of the year. Toppin, speaking of defense, and Toppin.
it's a nice play by him. He redirected his dribble almost like he was going to do a DHO. Call it a dribble handoff.
Kenrich drives and just covers inside. McConnell able to maintain possession. Outside, Halliburton. That's a nifty move. In with the reverse. J-Dub back the other way. Finds an open shooter. Wallace spots up and connects.
A made basket up the floor. That's what the Pacers want to do.
And
But you just don't know what they are.
great connection with the fans, with the city. Great effort by these Thunder players getting out there as Wallace off the catch, fires away. No good. TJ McConnell with a rebound. 13-point game under the 5-minute mark here in the third. McConnell always keeps that dribble alive until he finds an open shooter. And that
Pacers are relying heavily on that 3-point shot. When it's not there, the Thunder are able to build it. It's like he twisted his ankle.
Here's McConnell again. Got down low. The turnaround shot did everything but finish. Smith the rebound, topping up top. Halliburton trying to distribute, and he got a foul.
Come on, the Pacers have the basketball. Thunder need to see if they can slow this offense down.
Smith tries the other side, no good. How about Kenrich again? Skying up for that rebound. J-Dub driving down the lane, contact.
Thunder not without about 6'8".
Second. Caruso kept topping out of the lane. Now he switches on to Nesmith, just hounding him out of the perimeter. Really tough defense. The lob inside. J-Dub sniffed it out. Toppin couldn't control.
The Thunder are ahead. They're just catching the Pacers backtrotting. That's a deep shot by Halliburton.
18 in the game for Halliburton. J-Dub again, just some power down the lane.
You know, Shea has been playing Superman all the time. He can be normal sometimes.
McConnell always keeps that dribble alive. Siakam no on the 3. And you got 2 Thunder players there for the rebound. J-Dub again, got a height advantage. And he blows right by McConnell that time.
You're seeing power, now you're seeing speed. He's just blowing by guys right now.
Caruso was all up on Halliburton. Siakam lowers the shoulder, and they're going to...
Siakam, you're right, lowered the shoulder. It just went right into the body.
Oh, what a pass. J-Dub starting to take over.
He's that point forward out there on the floor right now. Doing a terrific job.
All of a sudden, J-Dub up to 18 points, 5 assists. Halliburton. And he had his pocket picked. Now McConnell trying to beat Caruso, and he does with a left hand.
My goodness. It is a Tabor football pass by Caruso is on the money.
This game is going end to end. Every single possession There's a miss from the outside. The Pacers trying to keep up as it's back up to 17 with 90 seconds left to go in the third. Dort, power again, got all the way to the cup. Drove on McConnell but missed the layup. Trying to recover the other end. Shepard, that three is no good.
Woo! Right now, this is like a tennis match. It's going to need a timeout just to slow this game down. And it is at a frenetic pace right now.
An extended rally in the tennis match. That's a good call. Big Thunder lead. Even with, and so it's a 20-point advantage here with 12 minutes to go.
Well, I'm loving the pace that they're playing with. Just not allowing the Pacers to set up their defense. It's keeping their big man Miles Turner on the bench right now.
Shea spins and scores on the turnaround as he sat the majority of the third quarter. And SGA now with 24 in the game.
He's always scoring in a crowd.
Here's Thomas Bryant making his first appearance of the game here in the second half. Dort, step back, mismatch. And Lou Dort drains another one from...
Made the big man feel uncomfortable.
And when Lou Dort, who's a very streaky shooter at times, has it going, he will launch with consistency as Nembhard again able to... 19 points for Dort. SGA looking for a little more, and he's got a little more on the step back three.
I know he likes to drive the basketball. Yeah, but he's also a pretty good three-point shooter. Casey Wallace just picks the pocket, makes it look easy.
Shea gave it right back to him. Wallace on the reverse, no good. Shea trying to keep it alive. As the lead continues to grow, as the Thunder have just flexed here in the second half. SGA stayed down the ball fake. Toppin gives it up to Walker, and Walker off the catch. As SGA looks over toward Mark Daignault, looking for some instruction here on this particular possession. Outside now, Joe trying to get into the three-point mix and does.
Shea just recognizing, caught his man watching the paint dry by looking at him.
Tough drive. Buckets here at the rim to start off the fourth quarter scoring for the Pacers.
It's been their offense. He's a terrific young player. Not only can shoot the three, but can drive the basketball.
Thunder setting up a ton of in-rhythm threes.
And a unique individual, folks.
And another 30-point game for SGA, who leads the NBA in those. Did so last year as well. Long rebound, tracked down by Joe. As the Pacers just have not been able to slow this offensive uprising. And it was the Pacers, Michael, in that third quarter, they wanted to get up and down, and the Thunder took complete advantage. The Pacers just have not been able to keep up. They've been misfiring from three.
Well, they really flipped the script on them in terms of what they want to do. Get out in transition, spread you out, and knock down shots. That's exactly what the Thunder is doing. And Shea, once again, finding guys. So unselfish with the basketball. Pacers had guys up the floor.
Pacers had numbers, and the three in the corner by Bryant. But he, to go into the jam, it's almost automatic.
A lot of times you don't expect it. He just all of a sudden does it, man, because he's so quiet out there. But he has such a big game that speaks very loudly.
That time Wallace got down low, but Shepard with a recovery block. As Shea matched up on Toppin. Little step back three action, and SGA puts it in.
Wow, that's just beautiful basketball.
33 on the night for SGA. With 37 the last time these two teams met. As Shepard steps behind the line. Caruso cuts in, takes a little bump, and gets the bounce off the back of the rim. You see in transition.
It's just, that's what we talked about, partner. How many times have we said that tonight? The
Pistons, or excuse me, the Pacers, Michael, they're just not getting back on defense.
It's just, quick strike. This is what the Pacers normally do to teams. You know about a team that a couple of nights ago in Washington put up 162 points in regulation. They had 83 at halftime.
Carlson back out to Caruso. Leonard shot it extremely well from downtown at 50%. Carlson getting minutes with all those injuries, Michael, to the five spot players. As O.J. Will, Hartenstein goes out. You got big minutes from Kenrich, and Carlson getting minutes throughout. There's the exact same play.
Even though he's the NBA's leading scorer, folks, he's got 7 assists. He's not.
Away. Little confusion.
Kudos to the Thunder for really a stack quarter. You brought up players like Kenrich Williams out of 6 minutes to go here, but you lose.
Or
you had Kenrich at the 5 spot, and it seems like everybody has had a moment in this game. This guy with the basketball, the bucket.
J-Dub just hit the accelerator in the second half, and how about Lou Dort? Another.
That was a moon ball, partner. I had to wait for that one to come down, but man, it sure is pretty.
They come from the clouds when he let.
Love it, Lou Dort. He's not just a defender, folks, even though he's just terrific. Best on-ball defender by far in the association. But man, he's got some offense too.
Once again, doing a great job defensively, as he has done all season long, Michael, the defense. When he goes up against an opposing team's best player, that player typically is not having a big night.
Yeah, and most players will admit that too. What's the toughest on-ball defender? Is DPOY, folks. We call that.
Rushes Lou up to the table as well, and he knows that look. He knows when Lou Dort's on it.
You know what? He takes a lot of. I'm going to protect the house, and his house is out there on that.
His rookie year, when he was called upon, he was a two-way player, undrafted at Arizona State, and he got that early assignment on James Harden. And then Billy Donovan gave him another assignment on guys like Damian Lillard and all those other good offensive players. That's what he's been doing since those early minutes that he got in his career.
You know what? The guy keeps his head down. He does the same thing every night. Just shows up, rolls up his sleeve, puts his hard hat on, and with his lunch bills in his hand, folks, and he goes to work. It's a tough finish by Dylan Jones there.
Now Rick Carlisle, the Pacers, capitulating a few minutes ago by bringing in some of those bench players as the Thunder opened this game up in the third quarter. As Joe got caught in the clogged lane. This Indiana team came in playing so well. Winners of 6 of 7, 8 out of 10. Trying to gain even more traction in the Eastern Conference, Michael, but this was an absolute second half explosion once again by the Thunder to open this game up.
A total team effort, no doubt about it. Thunder done a good job of just, you never know that you're going to not have your front line. You knew you didn't have Jay Will, you knew you didn't have Chet Holmgren, but you didn't know you'd lose your starting center in Hartenstein at halftime. He didn't play at all in the second half.
And one of the guys who did step up, Kenrich Williams, who's logging at this point almost 25 minutes and 10 points coming from the clouds.
Well, early in the first half, if you remember, and they were trying to stop the Thunder from driving the basketball. How do you flush them out? You got to go to your next best thing, that aerial assault. It was at the hands of Lou Dort, your top defender. I thought he was just played a fantastic game tonight, all around.
Did not commit a foul. You had Halliburton momentarily connect on some threes, but never did you feel like he was the impact player that he can be. As Jones running, leaning, and no good on the layup attempt. Shepard pulls, no good. Nice step out by Flagler over to Kenrich Williams.
So defenders, you talk about how they've been able to crack the code on a lot of different teams that they've had to play against here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. They've done it with defense, they've done it with three-point shooting, they've done it with attacking the paint, and they've done it with just controlling the pace of the game, which is the storyline for the Thunder tonight. I thought they just, I've been waiting to say this, outpaced the Pacers tonight. I'm going to leave that alone, okay? I'm not a comedian.
Certainly in that third quarter, Michael, when it just turned into end-to-end basketball. Almost invariably, every single possession is Carl's line. And here he is! A nice little alley-oop set up by Kenrich Charleston to get a little flash in there.
And you remember, he came in the game early in that first half, too, because the Thunder only had one big man tonight prior to losing Hartenstein at halftime. So kudos to Mr. Carlson. He's just playing the game on ready.
And Shepard, it will likely be some of the final points of this game. The Thunder are going to be able to run this down, not quite all the way out, but the crowd here inside Paycom Center going to enjoy the fight. Going to run out this clock, and Mark Daignault and Rick Carlisle. Little handshake at center court as it is wing number